guys, it's Amy's Little Bit of Everything, and I'm Amy. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Jazz hands, silk flappers, butterfly. Okay, Amy, don't get carried away. All right, I told you I was going to can sweet potatoes, so I didn't know if anybody would be interested in a sweet potato video, but I thought I'd go ahead and show it just in case you are interested. I had a few tomatoes that Jeff brought me in last night, and I went ahead and fixed them up, and I'm making tomato juice. So I've got that in there. So they're going to cook another 28 minutes. So I'm just putting them over there, forgetting about them. In here are my sweet potatoes. Right now, I've got to cut the ends off of them. I cook mine first, then I peel the skin off. It's easier that way. I think I'm going to have to get another thing back here in cooking because I've got so many sweet potatoes, I'll never get done. So I'm going to get me, let's see, oh, I don't have another big pan in here. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and just get one of these started. You know, it is what it is. I can only just fill this up with some water. But I'm going to go ahead and get that back burner going. That's just the ends that I just cut off. But for right now, all you got to do is just prepare it. And I wish I could have prepared it yesterday, and then I could just dug right in and got them done. But I didn't, so I'm not going to worry about it. I did the tomatoes yesterday and the apples, so. But what I usually do is I get two pans going, and I still got so many sweet potatoes. So I'm going to focus on this, and Jeff kept bringing me bigger and bigger in. So what I do, like say I rinse them off with water, then I cut these little stems off. You don't have to, or pull them off, whatever, because they'll come off with the skin. I go ahead and just cut off the ends. If he's cut them off already, I just go ahead and make another cut. And then like this one, I'll cut in half. And then I put it in the water. Oh, let me get my water on. These sweet potatoes are so good. We had some last weekend. That I had canned last year, trying to eat those up. And, oh my gosh, I made sweet potato casserole. Oh my gosh, was it good. Oh yikes, I hope I can get the rest of this one in. And like I said, I'm just cutting the ends off. I always cut them. I wait to cut them in like their little halves whenever I peel the skin off and everything. These little things are growing out everywhere. You don't have to pull those off. I just do. They keep my water a little cleaner. And I cut the ends. Some people don't cut that much end off, but we've been blessed with so many. Oh my gosh, this is huge. We've been blessed with so much that I'm just going to cut the ends off. Look how pretty that is. Oh gosh, I may have to put some more in that one. Hold on. I'm going to end up with too much. Too much. Let's see. My water still, remember this water gets drained. I was getting ready to say, oh my water. But they'll come out. It comes out discolored anyways because you got the skin that's going to make it a different color. Oh geez, I think I'm going to try to cut this one more time. I've used a bigger knife. There we go. Try to put that one in there. And all you're not cooking it, you're just trying to get the skin down, or the skin to come off. And all it does is need to be just warmed up enough for the skin to come off easy. Here's the lid to that other pan. What did I do with it? Alright, so then okay, that was one big bucket full that Jeff brought me in. He's got another bucket sitting in the back. I was like, let me get this one done first. All right, so basically all we're doing now is, I got the recipe from my good old book. I went to sweet potatoes. Excuse me. It said 6 to 9 pounds of sweet potatoes, and all you need is salt, and that's optional. I always use salt. I salted a little. Sometimes I don't do the full amount they say, but I do put a little bit of salt. It says prep. Wash sweet potatoes under cold running water and drain. I did that. And then it says cook. Boil or steam sweet potatoes until peel can be easily removed. That's what I'm doing now. And then it says to drain that, peel potatoes, cut potatoes into quarters in a separate saucepan, bring water to a boil, reduce heat to simmer, and then you pack hot potatoes in a jar, leaving 1-inch headspace, ladle the hot water over the potatoes. So let's just move back a little bit and let's just do this. So first step, we washed them, we drained them, we cut the ends off, and we've got them in our hot water. We're going to bring it up to a boil, somewhat of a boil, and until the skins come off easily. Once the skins start to come off, I'll bring you back to the video and we can take them off that way. Oh, and I also, one thing I wanted to say is this is Temu. Temu's 1-year anniversary, and I didn't know it had been their 1-year anniversary. I just thought it was, I started Temu, I think I want to say February of this year buying. I didn't know what it was about, so I was being real careful in purchasing and the little purchases. And I think that's when I started, February of this year. And I didn't know they were a year old, so they would have started maybe September last year. I'm not for sure if this is the correct month or not, but they did tell me that this is their 1-year anniversary. So I just wanted to say happy anniversary, Temu. They have brought something special into my life. I'm careful with my purchases. You know, you got to be careful because you can get carried away. And I know sometimes I got carried away with the pajamas, the slippers, the purses. But I'm trying to slowly pull back a little bit. But I had my Temu orders this morning and I showed them. So I was trying to think if I'm using anything Temu today. Oh, I always use this. I've done reviews and reviews and reviews. If you guys can get this thing, this stretches out and it goes across your sink. I use this almost every day. And I didn't use it today. I normally would have put my sweet potatoes in there and washed it. But I just threw them in the sink because I had all my dishes done. But you just put your food in here. The only thing I don't like is sometimes food gets underneath here. Like, I had them for my tomatoes, and I've washed this. And it might have a tomato right there. It's been washed, but see, I think you can see it right there. That's the only thing that I don't like is because it gets stuck in there. Yeah, just that spot right there. Otherwise, I hold that baby out and I spray that down, and I don't like that. But I usually wash it. I did this late last night with the tomatoes. So, and I just put it up against the wall. I don't know what to say about it. I'm crazy over it and I use it. But other than that, from it getting stuck underneath there, I don't know what else they can do. But I do hate that because when I'm doing my blackberries, that is a mess trying to get those out of there. And I was just rinsing them off. I hadn't even started canning for blackberries yet. But yeah, Temu, this is a review for this thing. And I know I've talked about it before. But like I said, the only thing is check that area because that gets stuck with seeds. But I'll be using that later, so I'll be washing it a million times. Because I'm going to drain my potatoes probably in that thing and let them cool a little bit before I peel the skin. Alright, so guys, I'm going to go. And I will come back whenever the potatoes are ready to be peeled. Alright, I used to, oh yeah, another real quick thing. There was a time when they always told me put them in hot water, wash them down, the skin peels off easier. Oh no, I was so stubborn because I'm a stubborn person. Did I ever tell you that? My husband's like, you are like talking to a brick wall. And I know, I get it, I know. But yeah, I would do them like a potato, peel the skins, then I would cut them in their perfect little squares, then I put them in the water, cooked them a little bit, boiled them for a few minutes, and then added the hot water and canned them like that. taking up so much time. Until I think it was last year, I thought, I'm going to try that, just putting them in water and just seeing if that works. And by golly, last year for canning season, I did them like I did. That skin just peels right off, and then I can cut them. And it's easier to cut. When you're cutting them in those little squares after you cooked them, so easy. You just, before you got to sit here and fight them. So yeah, do them this way, guys. It's a lot easier. Even if you're stubborn, hard-headed, and you're like a brick wall to talk to, just let it flow. Let it go. Let it go. Soak them first. Boil them. Then cut them. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go, and I'll be right back once my potatoes get ready to peel. Probably. Hi, guys. I'm back. Did you miss me? Hope so. All right, I'm cleaning my potatoes. This one was done first. I think that one might get done. My husband always says, don't do that. Okay, but see this one, they are steaming hot. Normally I let them sit in here, but I'm wanting to work on them and get them done. But this is how easy this is to cut. And now you can cut them however you want. I'm just going to do 4s like that. And I'm going to put them back in here for right now. I might do him a little. You don't want them to be too thick because you want the temperature to be the same to go through while it's canning. So I always make sure I get them small enough. But these are extremely hot. What I do is I rinse them and then see how the skin just peels off. I've even got a little thing from Temu that I could use. I think I might get it out here in a minute, and that will just peel off real easy. And then I don't want that to get back in my sink, so I'm just going to just kind of scrub it like that. I'm going to pull that thing out here in a minute, and I'll use it. But that is still so hot, I can't hardly touch it. But yeah, that's how I clean them. They just rinse off. I'll find that little scrubber and then I'll come back. All right, guys, let me show you something. I pulled out this one and I pulled out this one, and they are a little bit easier because I just started using this and it just started getting, and you're not wasting very much. A little bit's coming off, but it's not like if I had to use it with the knife. And then what would probably happen is after you use that, I'm going to say, come back over here with your little knife, and there's going to be a few spots that you're going to have to cut out because I don't like leaving those spots in there. Sometimes they're just skin spots that stay in there. But then I'd go back and do that. That's my preference. You don't have to, but I don't like those being in my, and then that's just skin that didn't come off. But other than that, that one's ready to go. So I think I like this one a little bit better because it peels a little quicker because I'm all about, getting it done. This one's more delicate, the little round, but it takes a little bit more time. So I'm going to use the scrubber and just scrub that off, and you're not wasting very much potato at all. So I'm going to do that to all this stuff, and I'll be right back.
You win, it's like boom.
Okay, guys, I'm at this point now. Oh, hold on. Let me get my TV turned down. So I got it blared in the background. Get your funnel. This is your hot water. Here's my sweet potatoes. I don't know if you can see them over here. I'm going to try to do this without knocking this over. It's very dangerous. Don't try this at home. Just let me try it. Alright, so you're going to fill your sweet potatoes up like this. I'm also going to use a sauce on my next batch. I like to use brown sugar, and I just think that'll taste really, really good. Alright, then you have to bounce this down a little bit, and the sweet potatoes will get adjusted in there. Then you want to get your hot water. Fill it up to, I think, an inch head space. like I said, my next one, I'm going to put brown sugar syrup in it. There's about an inch headspace. And then on that one, oh, let me get my vinegar. I want to add about a teaspoon of salt to that. Then you want to debubble. You're going to debubble. These sweet potatoes smell so good. That one's just about perfect. Then you take, I'm just losing everything right now. I'm just gonna grab me a paper hat. Then I take my vinegar, go around the edges. Just got a little bit of mess going on. Did I turn that up? Yep. Don't try this at home. Don't do what I'm doing. Be careful. I reach around. I always tell people, don't do this. Okay. I don't like the way that lid went on there. Hold on a minute. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to take this. Let me see if my water's heated up. Oh yeah, it's getting warm enough. I just didn't want to put that in there with cold water. But there's one ready to go. All right, and then I'm just going to do them all until I get them all filled up. I will be back in just a minute. All right, guys. I'm putting my last jar in. My quartz jar. Into my pressure canner. I got seven in there. My water's 2 inches high. Now I'm ready to put my lid on. Takes all the muscles I got. Now I'm going to turn this up. And what we got to do is we got to let the steam come out. Remember, this is the one that the steam will come out. And then I got to steam it for 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, I put the little, oh boy, where are they? Oh no, hold on. Oh, I found them. So last of the season, everything is getting disarray. My husband just brought in a frozen pizza. Can we have this for supper? I was like, could you go get me something? We live out in the country. It's too far to drive. But here they are. I put these weights on here after I let them vent for 10 minutes. And sometimes it takes it a while to get started, but that's okay because I have time now. It's the getting the first one in there. Huh. What kind of... Oh yeah, it's sealed. It just looked kind of far away. It's just getting the first one started. And then now we'll have a little slow pace to where now I can get stuff going. And then I can turn this down just a little bit because we won't need that until our next jars. So after we let that vent, I may end my video here in a minute because it's going to take too long for it to go. When it's in the water bath, it takes anywhere from 15-30 minutes. This will take quart jars an hour and 30 minutes. So canner is longer, but oh my gosh, when you get that out this fall, it is so good because it's done. It's ready to be done, and you just heat it up or however you want to cook it. That's why I said I'm going to make what do they call it? The light syrup or the syrup. I'm going to make some brown sugar, and then I have like these will be the ones that I'll use in our, or you could use any of them in your casserole, your sweet potato casserole, but I like to use my regular ones for sweet potato casserole, and then my brown sugar that's in the syrup, I like to serve it as that, you know, get it out, heat it up, and then serve it just like that. But you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's where I'm at right now. So vent for 10 minutes. Yeah, vent for steam, vent for 10 minutes. Then put the weight on. Then let my pressure gauge get up to 10. That's what it is in my area. Your area will be different. And then that's when, once it gets to 10, then that's when I let it cook for an hour, an hour and 30 minutes. And then by that time, I'll be ready to do it again. Hopefully, it's only 6 here. Gosh, I might only get 2 done tonight. So it's just depending on how late I stay up, and I don't know how late I want to stay up. So we're gonna do this for now. I think I can get 2 in for tonight, but I don't know if I can do any more than that. Because, you know, it's just, I'll have everything prepared and ready to go. It's just running out of time, you know, now to do it. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And then I can get this video posted. And I hope everybody has a good night. And I hope to see you later on my next video. But put a smile on your face, put a smile on somebody else's face. It's a win-win situation. Who wouldn't want a better place to live in? I know I do. All right, guys. Have a God-blessed night, and take care of each other. Stay humble and be kind. And, you know, that's all I can ask for. All right, until next video, God bless.